Hello, good morning, good morning. I am back. Your girl Shay Johnson is here. And you'll probably see that I'm getting a little bigger everywhere every time I do a live. Because I'm gaining weight, of course, because I am pregnant. Shay Johnson. This was the poster that I was on for the cover of the magazine of Control to show that I was pregnant. It was a part of my reveal. And at the time, I didn't know that I had fibroids when I shot this. But soon after, I went to the hospital and found out I'm pregnant with fibroids. And the reason I wanted my lives to kind of reflect that subject, and that's what we'll constantly be talking about throughout the day today, is pregnant with fibroids, is because that is my current situation. And I like to talk about current events. I like to talk about things I'm familiar with, and the fact that I am going through this process right now. It's not easy sharing this with you guys because sometimes I get emotional about it. But today we will continue pregnant with fibroids with Shay. And to get a little more specific on what we'll be talking about is I was advised, because I have fibroids while I'm pregnant, of course they cannot be removed because any procedure will harm the baby. But I asked a specific question. If I have to have a cesarean, which I do, because I also have previa. Let me go back. I also have previa. Previa is when the placenta is blocking the cervix, which won't allow the baby to get out. And the reason I have previa is because of my myomectomy I had a couple years ago to remove my fibroids. So there is a domino effect of issues that I've been going through and realizing that are the side effects to a myomectomy. So it's really interesting to share this with you because I know there are other women that are going through what I'm going through, and it's really good to speak up and speak out. So, because that's what this is. This is the Shay Johnson Live Takeover, Speak Up and Speak Out, okay? The more I talk about it, the more awareness I bring towards women, and the more that I can help you to make better decisions. But I have previa, so that's why I have to have a cesarean. And again, the cesarean is happening. Well, the previa happened because of my myomectomy. Now, the specific questions I want to talk about today is if I have to have a cesarean, they're going to cut in that same area, because I have a cut like right here, which that's where they removed my fibroids when I first had them a few years ago from my myomectomy. So they're going to cut on that same scar to remove my baby for my cesarean. So I asked the doctor, well, since you're going to cut me in that same area anyway and remove my baby, is it possible to remove the fibroids at the same time? And the doctor said no. And then I didn't ask too many questions because I just immediately got discouraged. I was already emotional and frustrated because I really wanted to have a vaginal birth. I'm not over it. I'm just handling it differently because I was crying and I just couldn't stop crying. I was really hurt by that. So I didn't ask the right questions that I needed to ask my doctor when they told me they would not remove the 3 fibroids that I have now because they came back. They won't do it. They won't do both procedures at the same time. I can't have a cesarean to remove my baby and also have a procedure to remove the fibroids at the same time. They will not do that. And instead of asking why, I kind of just left, and it was a lot on my mind. So today I got with a few people and they're going to answer that question for me. Why not? I'm not a doctor, so there's a lot of things I don't understand. But I'm like, if you're cutting in that area anyway and you already have me open, what is the problem with removing the fibroids? Take the baby out, go in, remove the fibroids, bam, 2 birds with 1 stone, That's what my mindset is telling me. But clearly there's a reason that I can't do that. So I have a doctor I'll be speaking with today, and I think this is good information for you guys to know, because I really don't want to have a cesarean, have them cut me open, close that back up, and it takes forever to heal because you're cutting on a major muscle, and you know, when you cut on a muscle, it takes longer to heal. So I have to go through that process of barely walking, and painful. It's painful to turn over in bed. It's painful to get out of bed. It's painful to get up and walk to the bathroom. So that's why in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to go through that twice, have the cesarean close me up, heal, and then come back, open me back up to remove the fibroid. I'm like, what sense does that make? Like, why? I don't want to do that. And UFE is definitely my first option, but I was just wondering, because I'm already on the table, cut open, hey, let's grab the baby and grab the fibroid. So we'll have that discussion today. I have a doctor that this will be actually our first time talking. I never spoke to her before, but I follow her on Instagram. She's pretty popular on Instagram. She's an OBGYN, and she talks about many different subjects, from cesarean to previa to fibroids. She talks about a lot of things that I'm going through right now. So I would say maybe around 12:31ish, we'll try to get her on the line. She'll be talking to us sometime today, but not only her. I think I want to talk to at least 2 to 3 doctors today, just to, you know, see all of their opinions. But again, we'll be talking about why I can't have a cesarean and have a fibroid removal at the same time during surgery. I see you guys have questions on here. Yeah, and someone, I see, okay, it says just to avoid reoperating. Yes, that is my thing. It's not easy. You know, I already know the pain I'm going to go through with my cesarean because they're cutting in that same exact area. You know, the cut my cut is probably about this wide for my myomectomy. It's not big at all. Barely can see it. But for my cesarean, it's probably going to be about this wide. So they'll cut a little longer. But why do I have to have 2 operations? Why can't you remove the baby and the fibroid? So yeah, I was looking at Miss Naughty 718. We're on the same page, honey, because I am not trying to go through that process twice. I honestly told myself I would never have a myomectomy again. But we'll get to that when we get on with the doctor. So again, around 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'll come back and I'll be online with the doctor, and let's just see what they have to say. And Shay Johnson will speak up and speak out. Now, before I go, everybody's always asking to see my belly. You want to see how big I got. So here she is. All right, you guys. So you can't say I didn't show you this time. Pregnant with fibroids. All right. So make sure you come back 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Shay Johnson live takeover. Speak up and speak out. See you soon.